Hi all, today we are going to discuss about email through business rule, how to trigger an email with an event, and what does get reference method. Who is that? We'll be talking about glide aggregates. So let me share a screen. I think you are able to see the screen, right?
Yes, sure. Yes, sure.
Yeah. So what is this get reference method? And this can only applied on reference field. It runs asynchronously whenever a callback function is used. We have two ways to call this particular getReference method. I'll be showing you what that is. When a record is returned to the calling script, the logic in the callback function executes. If the callback function is omitted, the gform getReference method runs synchronously. Okay, so apart from that, we'll see what is other information we have from ServiceNow. So this is one of the method to get any of the caller. We have a caller field on instant table, right, which is a reference field. So to get any of the information on reference field, we'll be using this get reference method. Okay, so go into the program on instant get reference. Like form get reference, yeah. So returns the glide record for a specified field. If a callback function is present, this routine runs asynchronously. The browser and the script process continues normally until the server returns the reference value. That means what it does actually, it search for whatever the value you are going to see on the screen on the referred table. And at that time, it runs asynchronously, means it doesn't wait for the output. It doesn't wait for the answer. It runs, it keep on executing. At that time, the callback function is invoked. That means there is a function which we create and call it as a callback function. And that callback function is not present. This runs synchronously. That means if there is no callback function called, it runs synchronously. That means it waits for the answer and it holds and provides you the output, causing the browser to appear to hang. While waiting on server response, it is strongly recommended that to use a callback function. So as I told you, we have two methods to call this, right? So this is also one of the reasons why we have to use callback function just to run the script asynchronously. Asynchronously means it doesn't wait for the response. It doesn't affect the browser performance. If it is running synchronously, if it couldn't find the answer, sometimes we are unable to refresh the forms, right? Like any of our ServiceNow web pages and all, or we have to just go back and return to that page. Okay, that is what whenever synchronously the system runs, it waits for the output. Again, see to the point, the get reference is not considered a best practice even with a callback function, as it retrieves a complete record, which is usually no, which usually you only need one field or two. That means I just need one field information. But what happens when I use this get reference, the entire caller record what I'm using. Let's say I want Abel's email ID. I can achieve this with dot walking too, but we also have this get reference method, and whenever I want to see Abel's email ID, it checks the entire Abel's user record. That means all the fields that are available on the form. So that is one of the drawback with this get reference method, and it is not at all a best practice, but sometimes we might be using it. That's the reason I'm discussing this. So the recommended best practices are G Scratchpad and Glide Ajax. What is this G Scratchpad? We'll be using this in the display business rule. Glide Ajax is nothing but a script include. So we'll be talking about both of these methods. And this glide form have a get reference method. That means it works on the client side. To call the same method on the client side, we use either G Scratchpad or GliderJax. I'll give an entire theory and also available for retrieving server information. However, these methods are no longer recommended due to their performance impact. Both methods retrieve all the fields in the glide record get reference method, which most cases only require one field. Okay, what is that? I'll show you. See, I even open community and people who were working giving us this information. So this is what the advantage, guys. If you use community, so I recommend you guys to create one account. So you need not to create. Previously, we used to create an account, but with the same existing credentials, you can start using. So few key points again from my end. It is one of the glide form API method. Okay, when someone says GForm falls under which API? It's a GForm glide form API, which purely works on your client side. And what is the use of this get reference method? To refer the fields which are referenced type to get the value of those referenced type fields and to display it on the client side, and the data is stored on the server side. So to fetch the server side data and to display it on the client form, we use this get reference method. Though it is not a good practice to apply, we have alternate methods for this. What are those? Scratchpad and a GliderJax. Okay, and whenever you don't call a function, it like a callback function, it runs synchronously. When you call it with a callback function, it runs asynchronously. This point also you have to remember. Now let's see. Dot working with script is done, right? Hello.
Yes, Shreya.
That is also another alternate for this. See, now I want to see Abel's email address. We all know what dot working I'm able to see, but apart from that, I want to see it on a description or whatever the field. So let's go configure. I'll show you one more shortcut. Control Alt Shift Delete. Alt Shift J. Oh, okay. Okay, so you will have this JavaScript executed directly on the form instead of writing any client scripts and all. This we use for testing it, guys. Control Alt Shift G. Okay, so for that, let's say where user, I'll take a variable here, username, so G form dot get reference. So this is the method we have. Of what field you have to refer, you have to give that backend name. I want to see the email. Dot. You can execute the code. So see, it has executed my code. If I change it for different user, again, if I just execute this code, it runs. You can also write a client script for this. This is just a shortcut which I just want to show you to just test it on the what they say browser level instead of writing any client scripts and all. We'll be using this. GetReference. Mm, GetReference. So here if I want to see some assigned to value of existing record, so you can take any of the existing record that have a value, not a closed one or a status in progress or something else. So here we have information. So ABC form.getReference. Okay, this makes your work very simple. You get reference of assigned to. Whatever you want to if it is phone number, you can give dot phone number. G form dot set value. I want to set it on description. Comma. See, it is overriding my value and it is showing me the Beth email. Okay, let's see if we have a manager or someone. You can also just skip the entire user details of this. There is no business phone or anything. Let's just update. Just go back to your script and modify to phone. See. See? Now, yeah, you understood that. You can fetch the information. But I don't recommend this method, so I'm commenting it. What is the alternate method? Let's see that. Let me figure out example. Hmm, directly. I'm going to get reference. So you want reference of caller field or assigned to field or assignment group and get email. I'm creating a callback function here. New function. Get email will be my callback function. Make sure you are giving the proper name, whatever you have used before. Inform dot and info message. Whatever you want to add here, gh.email, inform dot value, description, gh. I can see the callers this and phone number is missing, so I'm unable to see the phone number. But let's update the phone numbers here. Update it. See, this is a phone number. It is setting up the value, and on the info message, the caller's email ID. What I have done, I have created a variable using GetReference. I'm trying to get email. This will be the callback function name. In that function, I'm calling my variable whatever I have created, and I'm trying to get the email phone number. Okay. So in this pattern, you can search any of the details of your referenced fields. Okay, these are the two methods which we have, and these two we have discussed, and I'll give you the notes again. I'll add the information, and you can just use the same. Another thing that we have to discuss is email. Let's figure out the functionality too. So we are a system admin, okay, and incident caller is different. So if logged in user, that means if system admin is modifying the priority value, that means if he's changing impact or urgency value, that results in the priority value, that value on the priority will be modified, right? Whenever priority value modifies, it has to trigger a notification to the caller, to this caller saying that your priority got modified. Let's do this. To whom the notification should be sent, like who has changed the, like system admin has changed the priority. So here to him and to the caller with the value of the priority that was modified. This is the scenario. Hello, guys, is it okay or should I repeat the requirement?
Can repeat, Shreya.
I'm the logged in user and we have many existing incidents, right? If I modify the priority of those incidents, what should happen? It has to trigger a notification saying that the priority of your incident is modified and it was modified by this user. Okay. Is it clear now?
Yes, Shreya.
Okay. For that, we have to create an event. So under system policy, we have events. From registry, we'll be creating one. So we'll give a name for the event. Demo priority. So we are doing a turn incident table, so you have to select the table name again. And we are firing it using business rule now. So you have to give the name. That's it. Event creation is simple, but make sure you are giving the naming with dots, not underscores or space. And save it and fill this tab. Now we'll create a notification before committing our business rule. Email notifications. New one we are going to create. Demo 30 email notification. It is also an instant table. If you want, you can give some dots for you to identify, or you can give underscore also. I'm not adding it to any category. So now event is triggered, and what is our event name? Demo priority. Okay, say demo priority email. You can cross confirm yes. So if you have any conditions, you can also give those conditions. Who will receive? Like we'll set it to ourselves. Here group rules like caller should receive. And I'm good. I don't want to add more people. So send to event creator. It is auto check. That means we have added ourselves, right? If you want to exclude any delegates now, you can do it. This is the parameter one contains any recipient's name or any recipient names in parameter two. While creating that event queue, we'll have this parameters, right? At that time, you can fill that information. So you can use the templates, guys. You have some standard templates. So incident ESS resolve, incident rule. So you can explore this. This is just like a signature have we have unsubscribe and preference. Um, so I'm just using incident number here. You can just expand this fields and get the field values. So for number under N, you'll find it. So short description under S, you'll find it. State, subcategory, caller. Okay. Priority. Value, value. Here, let's keep the caller ID. Practically. Okay, so the priority is changed. Even param one only we can change it. So even param one. What is this even param one and all I will tell you. Okay, so let me create a business rule so it will be easy. Plus in the system definition, we have to create the business rule. So you have to open C. So we are doing it on incident table again. Advance has to be checked, then only you can see this. So after update, I want to do this. So it means after you have modified the changes on existing incident, right? That's the reason I'm using after. That means already the key has to be existing in the system, and update means we are updating the value. So I have to use this update. Let's go to this now. You can write your script. If priority dot previous is the priority changes. So if priority changes, I'm trying to validate what is previous here. It's an object. Current and previous are object. That means current is what is the current value that we are having. Previous means what was the past value to your current value. Okay. Previous in general term, what is a previous means? Some action that has done in the past, right? So that is what even here previous is meant for. So previous dot priority changes. Yeah. Now GS.event queue, guys. Whenever someone asks you in interviews what is a method that we use to trigger the event in ServiceNow, see name of your event, record producer. Are you using any record producer here? No. So current will be the record producer. What in our scenario? Parameter one, parameter two. So my event name is this. Without spaces, you have to copy it. Comma current. Now I want to see as per notification, the priority is changed by so gs dot get user display name. That means whoever has modified, I want to see. And what is the current priority values? Current priority. This will be my param 2. So this changed by current priority is event dot param 2. Event queue demo priority. This is the name of my event, and this is the function we are like current information we are getting. If you are writing any glide record, what is that glide record where gr where abc we give it, right? That value you have to define. And here I want to see the display name of the user who is modifying, and I want to know the current priority also. So I'm just giving all this information, and based on that, event one, event two, we can like even here in the notification who will receive, you have right even to parameter contains recipient, even parameter contains recipient, so you can check that. So those users also will receive a notification. Okay. The standard syntax of event tracer, if you want, you can type in internet and see. See, syntax actually. Generating events, event queue method, event name, glide record object, any value that resolves to a string. So parameter one, parameter two can be a string variable that resolves to a string or a method that resolves to a string. Okay, so they're also using this. This is the event name, this is the object they are using, and they are trying to get the number and username. So event GS. Events are purely server side, guys. You can understand wherever you use GS, you can understand it is purely server side sample script of changes event business rule. Create an event. See how the event is created. It is giving you entire information. It takes purely event queue. Mm, Okay, I'll find some theory of it and I'll show you guys. But this is what I use it multiple times in for triggering notifications, right? This is the right syntax. Other way to understand this, you can also just type gs.event queue. It only gives you this information. So, say event queue name should be a string record param1, param2, queue. Okay, so queue an event for the event manager. Now let's see the current priority value. Just for my confirmation, I'm writing my name. Take it. Submit it. Now go with an existing incident. Incident of list. Only take new or in progress. Group by. We have in progress 20. I'll take one of it. See, the priority is one critical, but later I'm modifying it to. I'm modifying it to 3 more critical. It has to send a notification. Means the main subject. I have modified the priority. We preview this. Let's modify this. And I don't find anything with art subject. Now priority email. Get display name. Okay. And current priority. After insert update again. I'm just adding one more condition. I'll keep it for planning. Now I'll be modifying it. Using some other something, a short notification. Notification. Yes. You are teaching this. Okay, I'll try it for once again. Otherwise, I'll debug and let you know what is the issue. So only one notification is triggered. Okay, I'll see where it went wrong and I'll explain this. Like, it doesn't take more than 10 minutes tomorrow. Post that, we'll see Clyde aggregates ACL and we'll start with this instance. Okay. Hello.
Okay, Shreya.
Yeah, I'll give this recording in 1 hour. Okay.